Okay, unfortunately I have to start this recording again. Somehow I lost it. So let me erase all this because I don't think you've got any of that. Alright, today we're doing the area of a rectangle. So remember we talked about the area is this spot inside, right? And what we do is we add up or we multiply our length and our width to get how many square units are inside our shape. Okay, so we have this formula for rectangles. Area equals the length times the width. And by the way, area is different for different shapes. We'll have a different formula for squares. We'll have a different formula for triangles. And we even have a different formula for circles that we'll learn later. I don't know if you'll get to it this year. But anyway, so what we do is let's practice by writing our formula. Area equals length times the width. Length times the width, 6 times 3 is 18. That's the easy part. And these are in feet, and we're going to write squared. You can also write square feet if you'd like they do. And you notice we are making squares. We're not just doing a length, we're making actual squares. And if you were to count this shape, you would get 18 squares. Each of these squares in this shape representing 1 foot. Okay? All right. In this one, we have area equals length times the width again. Length is 13, width is 6. And we multiply it, and we get 78 feet squared. All right, let's write area equals length times the width one more time here. Length is 4, width is 2. 4 times 2 is 8. And it's feet squared, or square feet. All right, down here, they don't draw it. They don't have it drawn. They just have the measurements. So let's write, but they want area. I'm going a little fast here because I already did this with you. Area equals area of rectangles. Okay? So the area equals length times the width. Length is 7. Width is 5. 7 times 5 is 35 yards squared. All right, well, let's do this first. Area equals length times the width. And I noticed last time that this one is the same as the one up here. So I know that it is 78 feet squared. If I go too fast, pause me. Area equals length times the width. 4 times 7 equals 28 miles. I think it's mi squared. Okay, now down at the bottom, they have these measurements we have to memorize, okay? But I want you to understand how you could figure them out, even if you can't, if you don't remember how to if you don't memorize it. All right, so how many square inches are in a square foot? All right, so before we think of the squares, think of it without it first. How many inches are in a foot? Did you say 12? All right, so we have 12, right? So how many inches would be in a square foot? So that means you have a square that's a foot all the way around. So the length is 12 and the width is 12. And what is 12 times 12? It's 144. Way bigger than 12, isn't it? And if you see up here, 144 square inches equals 1 square foot. All right? So you just think squares, I got to do an area problem in my head, 12 times 12. Let me erase all my doodles. So with a square foot into a square acre, we just pretty much have to memorize that one. 43,560. You can write that there. Square feet in a square yard, you can think of there's 3 feet in a yard, right? So how many feet would be in that's not a very good square. How many feet would be in a square yard? 3 times 3, which would be 9. And that one's right here. And then how many acres are in a square mile? Here it is right here. You have to memorize that one, 640. And to be honest, I don't even have those memorized. But we probably should memorize them. It's going to be kind of up to you to get those in your head because we're not going to be in class to drill them with flashcards too much. All right, let me see if I can find the next page easy. Yep, that was easy. All right, I love when it actually works. Lately I've been having problems. All right, find the perimeter. So we're back to perimeter now. Back to going around our rectangle. So we're doing rectangles. So let's write the formula for perimeter. Perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Right? All right. 2 times 7 would be 14 plus 2 times 4 would be 8. We'll add those together and I think you get 22. And this is just back to being regular feet. Yeah. All right. He's not in here.
Well, can I go with a bike ride with Josiah? Well, can I go on a bike ride with Josiah?
Did he ask you to go on a bike ride with him?
He said I could.
Who's he going with?
Davey.
Where's Dad?
I don't know. Can I not wear a helmet this time?
No, you have to wear a helmet.
Because that thing...
Okay, Ryan, I'm making a recording.
Do anything. It'll just go to the side of my head and not go on my head.
You got to put the little thingies in it right. No, you have to wear it or you can't go. Sorry, bud. When we get a chance, maybe we'll buy a new one. Hey, close the door.
Oh, Mom.
What? Quick, I'm recording.
Actually, nah.
Okay.
You don't have to.
All right. Wasn't that fun? So the perimeter is 2 times the length, which is 21. 21 doubled is 42. You probably already did this while I was dealing with writing. 2 times 3 is 6. So the perimeter... Oh no! I can't do that. I have to convert one of these, don't I? Okay, I'm totally distracted by writing. Can we turn 21 into yards? Because 3 goes into 21 evenly, right? Alright, I'm going to erase some of this. So we have 3 yards and 21 feet. You either have to turn the 3 yards into feet, which would be 3 times 12. But 21 goes evenly into 3, so I can convert that into yards. So 21 feet equals how many yards? 21 divided by 3 is 7, right? So this is actually 7 yards. Okay, now we can go back to doing it. So 2 times the length, 7 yards. 2 times 7 is 14. 3 times 2 is 6. Now what do you want?
Hey, class.
Get out of here. Now Josiah's in here. Ryden was just in here whining about having to wear a helmet. Are you taking him riding a bike or something?
Yeah. You know where Pa is?
I don't know where he is. He's probably in the barn, hiding from all of us. Okay, here we go. 15 feet by 16 feet. Oh, wonderful. That one's just normal. All right, so the perimeter is 16 times 2, 32. 15 times 2, 30. 32 plus 30, 62 feet. Did I give you the right answers? Oh, it's getting dark in here now too. Okay. All right, the rest is review, division. You can do it. Daniel had 2 2/5 gallons of gasoline in his gas can. He used 1/3 of it to mow his lawn. So how much gas does he have left? So you're just going to think, what is 1/3 of 2 2/5? Oops. Okay, I won't solve that with you. Remember, this is multiplication. And 2 2/5, you're going to change into an improper fraction and just multiply it.
Can I just grab some tape and tape it on there?
I don't care. You can try it, but it's got to stay on there. All right. Everything else when you're solving A, the answer is in gallons. So we're going to need to change the quarts to gallons first. So you have quarts and you're going to gallons. Quarts to gallons is smaller to larger, so we must divide. How many quarts are in a gallon? 4. So you're going to do 84 divided by 4 first. Figure that first and then you can subtract it. Okay? Same way with B. Half a pound plus 3 ounces is how many ounces? So you want to go here, we're looking for ounces, so we need to convert pounds to ounces. Whatever you're looking for, you convert the other ones. Okay, pounds to ounces on this one is multiply. How many ounces are in a pound? Good, 16. So it's 16 times half, or what's half of 16? 8. Now you can add. Okay? Let me do C and I'll do C, D, and E with you because I wanted to make sure you're setting them up correctly as an algebra problem and not just solving them in your head. Alright, so which one in C, what can we do first? We can do the 54, right? So now, oops. Now we're going to do n plus 2 equals, try to keep your equals lined up. I'm having a hard time because my pen can't write that small. 54. Alright, so now we got to get n by itself. The opposite of n, plus 2 is minus 2. So we're going to do minus 2 over here. And like I said, this is a little different than some people set it up, but it works for me. So this is gone, so I'm left with n. And that equals whatever 54 minus 2 is, 52. Now I want to put it in the problem. I know that n is 52, so make the n the 52. Plus 2 equals 9 times 6, and I'll write this down here. 52 plus 2 is 54 equals, where did I get that 52? 54. Sorry. Oh, it was not, never mind. It was that equals 54. All right. Hopefully yours is neater than mine. Do as I say, not as I do, right? All right, now 4y equals 28 plus 8 is 36. This is 4 times y. So the opposite of times is divide. Divide both sides by 4. This one is gone, so I'm left with y equals 36 divided by 4 is 9. Now let's put it in there. 4 and put it in parentheses, and that means times 9 equals 28 plus 8. 36 equals 36. Remember, that's what I want to see. Not that you can do it in your head. I know you can do it in your head. All right. This one, we're going to immediately go to solving it. So this is x divided by 4, and we want x by itself, right? So we're going to do times 4. So I'm going to put the 4 in parentheses and put it right next to x over 4, sorry. And that equals 9, and that's going to be times 4. This is gone, and I'm left with x. This equals 36, right? Let's try it. 36 over 4. Does it equal 9? It sure does. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave you there. You can finish the division. Remember, greens are always extra credit, okay? Don't forget that. I'll see you guys later.